And yes, what's up, everybody at home? My name is Josta Dladla, and welcome to another show, yet another show of Izinja zeGame. And we all know that this show wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for MTN FC. My guest for today played for South Africa. I think he's got 7 caps, and he's got over 8 caps. I think.
Yeah.
He's been correcting me the whole day today. And I think also he played over 300 games. It might be more. You know, I think this guy's never used to keep records back in the days. Nobody ever, kept those files for them. I think over 300 games for Sundowns. That's the only team that he ever played for. Born and raised, go Pretoria. Is it Mamelodi?
Benoni, what?
How did you end up go Benoni?
Trials.
Go trials from Benoni. So
from
Davidton to Pretoria.
Yes.
Okay, he corrected me. I think he comes from the Kasiabo. That's why you were telling me about Benoni, like how they live.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Isaac Shai. The only person that would tell me that, you know what, you're not a legend. Then I would say, okay, Khopan, you know what, it's all good. Shapura Khopanak.
Keep sharp, just a winner.
I'm not. Where you been hiding, bro? Like, you know, what's going on with you?
I've been coaching, man, go Mamelodi Sundowns, under 15 and under 17. But recently, I don't have a job because we parted ways 2024, in January. Yeah.
What happened? Like, I mean, as a person, I think if I had to talk about Sundowns, there's a few players that I would think of.
Yeah.
That's you, Mambush. That's Fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? When you talk about Sundowns, you talk about certain people. I would think, like, you know, you'd be, with not disrespect to the people that are doing that great job at Sundowns right now.
Yeah.
Why not have you in the team? Like, what did anything happen?
No, Wabona Mona Utenko Batu. And recently, 2023, I went to Cape Town with under 17. We won the Kapstad Cup.
Yeah.
When I came back, there were a lot of stories, but I don't want to dwell on that because the time spent, was time spell that I spent to go Sundowns. It was enjoyable, and I learned a lot from that institute because I know only one club, just.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sundowns, Kanakwela, Screamer, Palacios, Oscar Fuloni, Dejame Calvacante,
What?
Paul Doleza.
Yeah, you've seen it all.
Westernoff, Jeff Butler, the late Ted Dimitru. I enjoyed the learning curve that I had to go Sundowns, and I know Sundowns in and out because also after my playing career, by Lebanon fast coach. So we started the academy with Cabo Zondo. Then
you were part of that that started the
establishment of the academy. Yes.
And suddenly now you're no longer there.
Yes. But those are the things that it happens in life. Sometimes you cannot dwell on the bad things. The only thing you can dwell it's on the good things.
Let's start about the nickname. This is crazy. Good luck to that. Like, you know, I know, like, there's gonna be a lot of youngies. I know when you came into the studio, most of the youngies that are sitting here, they don't even know you.
Yeah.
Like, but I know once they hear the stories, then they'll start being interested. I know that's what happens to them.
Sure.
The nickname Paradise, bro. like the nicknames back in the days was just like crazy. Whoever came up with these names, and when they gave you Paradise. Who came up with the name, and what happened?
I think we were playing in the home games. We were not using Loftus. We were using HMPJ.
Oh, yeah.
Then
it's done now.
Yeah, with the AB Crocs. I forgot the AB Crocs and the Chiklas family.
Yeah.
So when I came in, it was 93. Then we were started to playing in Pretoria News Cup. Then when I played, I was playing as a striker, banging goals. But at
Isaac, what? You were a striker?
I was a striker, yes. When I came in, when the Sundowns signed me, or they took me from Davidton when they were head trials.
Yeah,
I was playing as a striker. The coach that who changed me, it was Jeff Butler, because remember back then, he was playing as a left. May his soul rest in peace. Iwi Kambul. He was playing as a left back, using his right foot. So you remember that when he won the Defender of the Year or Player of the Year, I don't remember.
Player of the Year. I think it was Player of the Year.
When he hit the bicycle kick, the volley, he was coming from the left.
Yeah, Baba, Iwi, defender.
Iwi Kambul. Played as a left back using his right foot. So Jeff Butler changed me. He said, I'm looking for the left-footed player. So there are a lot of players who are playing up front. There was Bennett Masinga, Phil Masinga, Daniel Mudau, Moses Morodi, Innocent Simudi, Daniel Mudau, Rambo Lavmo Chafunya,
8.
Cedric Nakuma.
9 strikers.
Eric September.
10 strikers.
Yeah. So he said, with me.
And you also 11.
Yeah. So he said to me, you've got a better position to play at the left back. You are only 2. So, and Iwi is using his right foot. Sometimes he cannot cross the ball same time. He must take it to his right and cross it. So you are going to be better when you play there. Then I started to play. Then when we were playing Iwisa and everything. You remember there was Iwisa Spectacular.
Yeah.
So they can use players who are not registered.
Oh, yeah.
So I started to play. So when we go to Mamelodi, when we play, they'll say, Paradise, Paradise. Who's Paradise? Who's Paradise? Then they say, you, Paradise, Paradise.
Also, you had the crowd. Like, every time you touch the ball, it's like Paradise.
Yeah.
But you didn't understand or who it was.
Babitama, yeah. Then others, they will call me Roberto Carlos because they're overlapping.
Aye, Baba.
The style.
Wait, no, sorry, Pacey.
Kitsamaga ball.
Yeah, because I know, like,
pass
you were
the
not
ball,
that player.
go to the space, pass the ball until I remember I scored the goal. Current Stadium, we were playing Swallows. It was a corner, we were defending. John Dladla had the ball, he threw it to me. I ran with the ball, 2 touch only, from John to me, straight to the goal.
Now, about changes name, like to him, like midfielder, like how did you end up?
It's when Jeff Butler was the coach, the era of Jeff Butler. It's him who came with an idea to say
striker, like left back, and now let's hear the conversation about midfielder now.
Yeah.
How did the midfielder conversation come up now?
No, you see, I was a wing back, or they call it wing back.
Yeah, now lately. Yeah.
But then it was a full back because I could cover from this 18 to that 18. But after crossing, you must come back.
Now that was a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
Oh, that was because I know that was not your strength. Running was not your strength.
Yes.
You were more of a power player.
Also, we had players that, like the late Joas Mahulego.
Yeah.
Eric Ramasike. If I played with Eric, he will tell you, hey, we are losing now. Hey, Muna, Zamaya, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebatla the goal. Rebatla equalizer.
Which we lack a lot right now.
Zamaya. Don't worry, I
take responsibility.
Yeah. And the coach, they understand. They understood. Because if I go forward, I bring something. You see, I created.
They're not going to complain unless they score. If they score at the back and you don't score, that's the only time they'll complain. I always tell, my son that most of the time. I'm like, sometimes, I think back in the days, players like you guys took decisions.
Yeah. There and there you do it.
You're like, hey, dude, we know the coach said we must play the 3-5-2 formation. We're losing now. We're changing all this.
Yeah.
Let's get a goal. After the game, he asked, hey, who said you must change? Somebody says, I did it.
Right? You remember Paul Toleza?
Yeah.
He used to walk with you.
Oh, yes.
Then there was a cooler box there. When you play on his side, let's say we are scoring that way, we are playing next to the bench. If you get the ball, he saw, come up. And that one cooler box. Cooler box.
I'll be the criminal.
Yeah.
How was it like working with that guy? You worked with like so many great coaches. I'm thinking like, Jeff Butler. You talking Paul Toleza.
The late Ted
Dimitri.
Screamer
Tshabalala.
Even Trot
Molot.
Yeah. So
all different characters, right?
Yeah.
Which one would say was the best one for you?
All of them, because I've learned a lot from them, and there were moments that if you are not doing it.
Yes.
Sometimes I come as a sub. It's either I create a goal or I score. Then that's it.
That's always been.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then Doleza, una le di-player adi ratang, like Lovers, narata Lovers haholo. So if left back, tshwanetse dlale ke Lovers. Mara I knew Lovers, una le speed.
Yes.
Then after that, he's dead. Then Utlanna, slowly, as you said. I didn't have pace. I didn't have pace, but I used a lot of brains because ke sheba space, ke sheba the opponent, ke sheba hore ke batla ho fihla kae. And how to create for Bo Mambush, for Rafael Chukwu, Alina Mungu, for Kenini Mark, the players that tshwana le tseo. Open it, yeah.
Who did you like playing with the most as a striker?
The understanding, ka le Chukwu le Mambush, it was superb because I knew Mambush, if he comes short,
he wants it long.
Yeah, he wants it long. Chukwu, if he comes, you must pass him because he can shield. He's strong. He can turn. He can lay for you to take a shot.
So you used him as a
wall pass. As a wall pass. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Like crazy. I mean, how was that guy as a person? Like, did he know that he was strong? He was stronger than most of the defenders.
And he was lazy. He was strong, but he was lazy. Chukwu the train.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because if you score a goal or two or create, I want to come out. When he's out, with Doleza, we were doing footing the next day. Footing, it's running the whole fields at Chlorokop.
That's after, hold up. That's after playing the game. He's making you guys
in the
run
morning.
Like that.
Yeah, in the morning. You used to call it footing.
So what is that? You're supposed to be recovering, but he's putting more.
Yeah, those who didn't play, they increased the pace. Those who played slowly but surely.
So it was crazy. Like there was never tactics at all there. It was just he just chose the right soldiers for his game plan.
Yes. And the other thing, he will make you train hard so that you've got capacity or stamina or engine.
Yeah.
So that you can last long. So Doleza used to physical training a lot.
And just let you guys play.
Yeah.
Literally, he picked his first 11. You guys went out there, made him look good.
Yeah.
So tactically he was not that good.
No.
So who was the best tactically?
Westerhoff, Ted Dimitri. But Westerhoff, he was clever because he was coming from the Dutch school. He's from Holland.
Yeah.
So he will look at the opposition strength and the weakness. Then if we rakhona ubamita ka first half.
Yeah.
Then second half he will change there and there.
So he was
and say, to say now we can beat them. Now we can beat. If you can check our history, ka Clement Westerhoff.
Yeah.
The scoreline it will be 2-1 or 1-0. 2-1 or 1-0.
Champion score.
Yeah. And late, not the game is at home, will come slowly. So. And he knew the player's strength also.
Yeah.
Or the opponent says so, the player says so. So it's key, those things, as a coach.
Are you teaching the youngies all this thing? As you work with so many different coaches, I know I hated running. I know I was running.
Like me.
Hated running, but on the field I used to run a lot.
Yeah.
So what type of coach are you? Are you a tactical coach? Are you a physical coach? Like one of those who wants fitness most of the time, or are you all of them at the same time? What are you?
No, there's a friend I have, Makas Mashilo. He's a goalkeeper coach go Golden Arrows now. He used to work with Mamelodi Sundowns as a goalkeeper coach. He's got this brand, it's saying 100% football. So everything that you do, you must do with the soccer ball. That's number one. Because we are not athletes of sprinters.
Long distance runners.
Or Comrade Marathon. So if you can play, mastermind the soccer ball, then it's number one. Because everything that we do, we must do it with the soccer ball. So it can be running with the ball, it can be shooting, it can be crossing, it can be tactics, but with the ball. Everything that we do, it must include the soccer ball.
That's why I think Susha and Piano, Sundowns, this journey alone 20 years ago.
Check Man City. When they say Man City is playing on telly, all of us were glued there. Irrespective of the team, they are parking the bus.
They are center midfielders as well.
Everyone. Everyone, when they've got the ball, when they've got the ball, everyone is on the mood of attacking. When they
all
have
in
the
your
ball.
half, Baba.
Yeah. How many players?
All of them in
21. 21.
Do you think
with
we'll
the
ever get
goalkeeper.
there as a country or as South Africa to go back to how you guys used to play football?
I think Sundowns, they're doing it. Hugo Bruce is doing it now. Because if you can check, even if we play weaker opposition, what do? You give conditions to your team to say, let's play 2-touch, everyone 2-touch. That's number one. Number two, if we are playing stronger position, we must find spaces. If they are sleeping, there's 2 spaces in the field, positive and negative. We need positive space in order to hurt the opposition. The negative space, the positive space, you sprint in order to get to that space so that ball speed. They call it a transition. If you slow a transition, it's a problem.
Transition from what? Attack
from defense
to attack. That's
If Mara, it must be quick. It's a positive space. Positive space. So that thing, it doesn't come easily. You must train it. I do that. I think go Sundowns under 15. I won a lot of games under 15. And I've learned a lot under 15 because these youngsters, tactics, they know nothing. Secondly, the under 15, it's an adolescent stage.
Yeah.
Ba gola bana le maboya bana le di girlfriend ha o tsebe hore ke mtreat byang
ba moody
ko skila wa faila he is not doing well because ko Sundowns if you ko skolong you are not doing well they chuck you out.
So you gotta be academically you gotta be sharp.
They pay for you everything.
Yes. Oh wow, okay.
The school, the uniform, the books, the clothes, the food, the transport,
allowance as well.
The allowance, they give allowance, but I saw a leader under 17, under 19, under M Tigers and DDC. I did try the stipends that day.
Yeah.
It depends on how talented you are. But academically, we are watching you. If you are not doing proper, it's a problem. If you are not doing good, it's a problem. So this is some
serious stuff. It's not manga business.
Yes. If you miss classes, if you don't do your assignment, remember, the school is here. The grounds at the back of the school. The bus, it takes you from the rest. You utlisa scale. Outside scale, straight go the ground. Outside the ground, straight go rest. Into our every day. If Koskela,
a lifestyle.
Yeah. If Koskela, you are not doing well, you are bunking classes, you are not doing well. But Lord but like the ground room, teacher. But Isaac is not doing well. Rounds, go polong, go and start, catch up, do your assignment. Because we must balance them.
Like we're talking a lot about a lot of other people. Let's talk about you. This thing at this it told me like I know, like I thought you were from Pretoria.
No, I'm from Benoni.
East. Serious?
I'm from Benoni. Since I played 10 years, go Sundowns, staying in Benoni.
Traveling all the time?
Yeah, every time. In Wattville. I grew up in Wattville. Small cars, not Wadeville. There's Wadeville, Jamestown. This I was born in Wattville. So I grew up in Wattville. I started playing as I said, go Tlapung, Watford FC. Dladla is a striker. Then Jeff Butler changed me. Then I only knew one club, Mamelodi Sundowns.
So like this kid thing, when did this start and when did you realize how you better than most of the boys but that you were playing with? At that time? Like Pacey, you were telling me about Pacey, right?
Yeah.
Pacey realized there is an opportunity there.
Yeah.
When did you start seeing, man, I'm better than most of these guys?
When I was playing for this team, Watford, they were juniors. I didn't spend a lot of time go juniors. At the age of 16 or 17, I was playing for senior team.
At 16?
At school, there was A, B, C teams. I was playing for A team. So the talent that I had, but I didn't, next one day I'll play in the highest, in the highest level. Okay league.
But you could feel like you were different than a lot of other players.
Yeah, neglala okay league. Ke butsisa coach or hey, why you choose me? Are when ushama go. Playing as a striker.
As a striker, yeah.
And if they don't pass me, I was getting angry. Keba shout the senior players. Maraban treater. Arkempile. Nkadi beg. Yesan, nkadi beg. Uska rukorile tu or creatile. Unana or senior player. We are still a youngster.
I see why you're teaching these youngsters how to do it, because it happened to you as well.
Yes. And it's a right thing.
Yes.
It's a right thing. It teach them responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen to the elders.
Players that you looked up to growing up?
Hey, there were a lot. Also, Roberto Carlos, that's number one.
Roberto Carlos, yeah.
Mike Ntombela, when I came to Sundowns, because of the guidance and the brotherhood, the senior players, they will tell you what to do and you must listen. And aunki kaufela.
Yeah.
You take and you build your own empire so that it works for you. Yeah.
Let's talk about your first game. Go Sundowns. The contract. How did that contract? Let's start about how did that contract even? Who called you, bro? Like, in fact, we are interested.
Okay.
Uhlala ko East.
Yeah.
Makromana ko
Pretoria.
Ako Pretoria. They know
but then they had offices here, go Johannesburg, go Small and Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah, then. So what happened? They had trials, ne? 10,000 people, they arrive.
Where?
At the Davidson, Snabba Stadium.
Oh, they came to your guys.
Yeah, it was Trot, Mike, the coach, it was Palacios. Then.
Yes, yeah. Palacios was Sundowns as well?
Yeah.
Didn't know. I thought he was always go Pirates.
He came there. So, naka ya ko kiatsuwa una le motho a nchailang ke tsa grade 12 ka language no
yeah grade 12 standard 10 yeah
so ba rona le the trials nna ke a Springs a fitla Springs ke thola Innocent Ayoba Mayoyo wa trainer hey one saver from OK League o batlang ke ra ke tlile ko di trials tsa Sundowns ara di trial go Davidson. Hey, I had to drive quickly to Davidson. Akufitla Davidson. Hey, kitola. Ke motho wa 10,000. Aba fetsa ba kwa.
So when you walked in, they closed the gate after you, behind you.
Yeah. Hey, lucky thanks.
No ways.
We played maybe 8 or 9 games, 11v11. Mara, outlali the full 90 minutes. After 10 minutes, bounce. After 10 minutes, bounce. Second game, third game. Why bang keep? Why bang
obviously you want to show more.
Why?
I want to go back in.
What's wrong with this selectors?
But then nobody's saying anything.
And you can't. I never balate or why
link change because they gotta give everybody a chance.
Yeah. Ardulise 22. Rafitla Rabai 22.
Hold up. How many were you?
10,000. 10,000, bruh. The whole day.
You made it to what?
22.
You were the last man to walk
listen to this. In that 22, they were looking for 6 players. Or in that 10,000, they were looking for 6.
I don't care about whatever. You made it go 22. Got a 22.
Got 10,000.
Got 10,000.
Rabbi 22.
And you were the last man to walk in.
Yeah.
Shut up. Big up to that. Like, yeah, carry on. I want to hear the story. Yeah.
Then that 22, they took only 6. Then it was from January to December. You remember the league, they changed it.
Oh, yes, it was December. Yeah,
January to December.
December and Christmas and the Queens.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah. You guys used to start.
They were doing that
Sorry to catch. Hold that thought. They used to, let me teach the young ones. This guy, so South Africa used to like struggle every time they used to go Champions League because that's why the holiday see.
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
While the African teams were kept
Still
on playing
cool,
December, January. So we struggled a lot back in the days. And then the format, I don't know, somebody said, no, we need to change this format.
Yeah, they changed it.
So so you were saying,
So it was November, December passed. There was an old man who was staying at Sesedi Street in Watford. I didn't know this old man. Ne?
Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace, Mr. Mukok, Henry Mukok.
Yeah.
So he was working at Sundowns as admin. So he came to my house, my parents' house, and say, "Hey, bakufuna we, bangifuna." I was at training here, local soccer team.
So that's like 2 months later after those trials.
Trials.
They took your numbers? There was no phones there, Mustafa.
No,
Tasha, there was no phone.
Oh,
you had a house phone.
House phone.
And Tasha had a house phone. Oh, you had a house phone. Not a cheese boy. Okay, right? Yeah.
About phone later, if about totally,
you had done. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Phone useng or phone ning utla ba khutlile then.
Okay.
Yeah. Then kaya ko teng because he left his address. Ak fitla da ka kokota. Ak fitla ke re una le abuti o fitlileng ko ntlong a re wa mpatla a tsebe mpatlela lo le la ra ke ntata ka mo ntlong o ska re abuti ati angera ka mona.
Oh yes, you don't know how old the guy is. Yeah.
Akere ki old dope chor ke Mr. Mukoka o romile ke Sundowns ba re ka January ka preseason must come.
They kept their weight.
Yeah, they want to see me. 6 of us.
You're still going for trials?
Yeah. Not done yet. Renard Tabi, rar, signing.
Yeah.
Anti-Nix. I trained for 8 months. I remember I was borrowing money from my father. He was complaining and saying, le pola lakho lizokubhatala nini uloko ngifuna imali kimi.
You're just training. You know, where are you playing? You playing
I'm not
with
playing.
Kokasi?
I'm not playing. I played normally under 21. Yeah, Santa. You remember Toyota under 21?
Yes. So you're playing Kote?
Yeah. I played 1 game, but go FNP.
So you're being benched?
No. I scored 2 goals. After that, they said the level is too low for me because of the talent that I had.
How old are you?
I was 26, I think.
Yeah, of course.
I was 26.
But you still can't make it into the first team.
Yeah.
You still don't have a contract with Sundowns. You're training though for 8 months.
Yeah, for 8 months.
Yeah.
On the 8 months, Palacios said, I thought this youngster is going to collapse because we were training twice. And every time, I didn't miss a training for 8 months.
Tasha, you're 26 years old.
Yeah. Didn't miss any training because where I come from, the team that I played for, every Monday, irrespective of the results, we were running.
Not knowing that they were preparing you for what's coming.
I didn't know.
Yes,
I didn't know. But when I go, because it was hard for Palacios. If you want your players to be fit,
apparently so I heard
give it to Palacios.
Look at Botso, Libo Vumvumbo, remember that team, Yabo Vumvum, how fit those boys.
Yeah.
Cheese boy, all those guys.
Yeah.
You sign at 26.
Yes.
I didn't know it. So you are a late bloomer.
Yes.
First game at what, 27?
Yeah, 93. It was 93 then. When I played my first game. They call it Pretoria News or Pretoria what? Idlalwa ke di-team tse 2, nearly Super Sport. Le Reina.
Okay, what was it? Was it like one of those charity cups or it was
you remember
top 4?
Iwisa Spectacular, it was 4 teams. Ne?
Okay.
And they were voted, the fans or the supporters, they voted for 4 teams that will participate in Iwisa Spectacular. So
it's like charity cup?
No,
more like what? It's more like Black Label, how Black Label is being done right now.
Yes, before.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Carling, yeah.
Okay.
It was 2 teams.
Yeah.
So then I started to play there. I started to play there more. My first game. Then Babon, and I think I scored.
You played as a striker?
Yes, I played as a striker because the coach, it was Palacios and Trot Muloto and Mike Ntombe. So those three, they were the coaches.
Jackknife.
Yeah.
You see, you guys did the jackknife as well? That was the warm-up, part of the warm-up. You used to make up, Coach Trot Muloto used to make us jump out of jackknife, and we used to jump up like head.
Yeah.
Like in nearly warm-up most of the time. What a gentleman. How was it like, working with those guys, bro? Like,
hey, they were intelligent and they could see if you are angry or they are pushing you too far to boundaries, they will back off because they were streetwise, especially Screamer. I Screamer na Tlalifile. Mara, if I can scheme, are Shai? Hey boy, ready boy? Ay, marangata uko ready. Asnigele nkomo lo ulava si chance. Uti oro benching.
What no bench at that?
Yeah, utoma lava.
Serious?
Yeah. Are Erika? Hey, mara lumfana manu. Erika man. Uthanda ukubamba amadolo espie. Lo mfana uthanda ukubamba amadolo man. Simqala. Hey mara simqala ushesha kathale utseboro Erika watho.
This is team talk.
Yeah.
Before the game.
Yeah.
So at kama ka wena a joke ka wena ra social scheme.
First kia ko la Screamer ar konna. Hey Shai. Ay this week usibambile. Espia usibambile lo mfana akayi kodla amagwinya lapha elokishini uyodla 4K knife kwa 4K knife yebo siyadla 4K knife yabona udla nge 4K knife awudla amagwinya
ukokhem joro chala ukokhem
so
no way. Was it that funny most of the time? But apparently really right
too much quick. He was quick. I remember siyodlala eOrlando or FNB yini le kasla makhalati sa crossa kulo
Eldos. Yeah.
Hey, so ikhumbi club be brandy wibhalwe sky's the limit inale di colors da. So driver udrivisa bus abuhloko anti Screamer over kopili ka koloi nyana. No, ayemisa da taxi driver. So da taxi driver ayabula le fester ilibutsi anyana wona. Rokana, nina masantawana, wara. Kilkala. Stenara, we cannot hear you. I'll tell you, it's here. It's Waraga face.
Hey, we're not encouraging any violence out there, but we need to hear the stories, brother. That's a great Screamer Tshabalala. May he still rest in peace. Yeah. Crazy.
Unlucky, Arkena Karachi petrol fedile ko khumbing re re tlakana le taxi driver
gape
ya bitsa di chumsa ke ena sa
selena qolisano
skis
at a Screamer like dog. How was it like you're finding out that he lost his life, bro?
Hey man, it was painful because ke nana dinto adientseng to my career and the way he taught me certain things because he was smart. I
see why he's always next to the chairman.
He knew how to turn the corner. If the team is not playing well, that's number one. Number two, he knew how to fake. I remember we were playing OD Stadium. Swallows. It was raining, drizzling, raining without lightning.
Yeah.
Hey, since Lekwan hit another ball and Nelson Pandora, he was a goalkeeper then because Josta Dladla was injured.
Yeah.
So when he put Nelson Pandora, he was squealing and grumbling in the changing room. He wanted the socks, not the goalkeeper socks. He wanted the same socks as players. Hey, Braston said, hey, Freddy, give him. Hey, mfano wa Tom Pele. Riska mkwatisa akakwata mo re tlo jua anti itlo etsa center a sharper out of the center circle.
No way.
Center circle.
Where's the keeper? Modi paleng or was he out of the keeper?
To the goals. I won and say, hey, then it was the era yabo Chiklas family and
Yes,
the
yes.
Krok brothers. And the Chiklas family, they were hard on the coaches.
They wanted the results.
They wanted the results at all costs.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Hey, Screamer, are SPA? Bayeza labantu. Athi ya naba nika bayeza. Ukupule the changing room ko odi. Ya the opponent ida. Ya rena eka.
Yes.
So ya rena. Tshwanetse ba tlhaele mo la ba tle so.
Across the field.
Yeah.
Wa ba bona bazwana.
Nika bayeza labantu. I faint.
It's just the truth,
Yeah,
I thought it was a lie,
though. It's true. Are mabafika la mongibamba so ngizoyenza ngathi ngivele nginama feet ngenze ngathi
Omtshana go changing room.
On the field.
On the field. So they coming across us 50s. No ways, though.
Remember that game? Azange ifele. No, it was raining.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It started
I don't
slow.
remember it. I'll be lying to you.
It started slow. Then Swallows, I think they were leading 3-1. So the rules then, they were saying, if they abandon the game, it must play from the scratch, or it must start
from scratch.
Scratch. Then they called the second time. Marshapa.
Same
Swallows.
Same Swallows.
So, Brasten, I had those moments, man. Those moments, they were lovely. And even if Rijou, there was another game we played over Val Professional. It was a Val Professional, not Val as an air.
Yeah.
Bo Siakamela, bo Fani Madita,
Before
Yes. Yeah. They were the late shoes, Mushueo.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Hey, they were playing. So, Natlilele Mariana, you know, kind of.
Kimata scream.
Yeah, but hey, Begalab. Trusted Kima, the late Bennett Massing. On a lady baguette.
Go changing room, these things are in the changing room.
Yeah. Mola Bafis. Tonenso Uja.
Bachisam pep.
Active Bachisa.
Yeah.
Melucha. I never would see so real.
This is what before you cannot change the room or Alfeto kit.
Yeah. Ujampa 1.
Yeah.
Ujampa 2. Ujampa 3. Yeah. I would say Ujampa. Mo WhatsApp. Mo Uisamrao.
No ways.
And you don't look back. How felt so with it?
Changing room.
Yeah. We are
so
grounding.
Warm up. Are you starting the game?
No. Not warm up. Game, I told Tom, before game.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
You don't come back, go changing room. What you did?
Yeah. Stays back and you keep. Yeah, the sharp as
always. I'll show you become raw.
La sharp you again.
First half, 3-0.
Val.
Yeah. Val Pro. 3 up.
And it's your team, Pela.
3 up. And the Sundowns, Kishushan and Pure. Utswara Nelson. Nelson a roll at a ball. Yeah, so much so by core. First goal. Second goal, long drive. Third goal, bam, tribula ba goal. Utlo Screamer, kena changing. Hey, Spear. Hey, bafana ba bola ba Izinja, man. Angisho le gama Izinja zeGame.
No, say it the way it is. Say it. What's it?
Hey, Spear, la bafana Izinja, man. Siyahamba. Suku bonke siyofunana nemithi le silunywa Izinja. Yena nabheka bayasidlisa labafana. Hey, Nelson, what's wrong with you? Ufake Vaseline la. Yeah, you put on Vaseline on your gloves. How can the ball pass you like that, my friend? Eh? What's wrong with you? TSP, uzobayazwa labafana. Sizothi masifika le ekhaya bazothi lavi makafika endlini. Lavi awungidlalela uMaria Carey eyingine stress. Thina silunywa Izinja sifuna nomuthi. Amasimba lezi.
Hey yo, may so rest in peace. That was Screamer for you, dog. Like he's got stories for days. I never played. I think I played under a national team once.
Yeah,
but he was far now as a manager.
Yeah,
Ali Moore.
Did he give you your phone?
No.
You remember?
No,
oh man,
no, he didn't.
When I came to national team,
yeah,
the sponsor said Vodacom. It was coming on board. So every newcomer, you'll get a cell phone. Nelly manager kanakwe. You were supposed to give me. I kwala. Trustin. Yazanga njwezi. Sekjetwa ki play one ore. Landi phone yakho ku screen. Athe boy, kuba wokungazanga. Binyo inika umunye umuntu.
Did you end up getting your phone though?
Yeah. Why wanna ele khulu ela kutsibi inali
Oh,
and the cut yeah, cut ya teng e kana. Yeah, ne ba re fa di phone tse. Kaofela ne ithoma ka 082 990 then the 4 digits.
You gotta say 08.
Yeah.
No, I wanna know. I just endosa 083.
Yeah.
083, sana 082. I don't know how to mo studio.
990.
Are we ka ba bang ba? Are we ka networking?
Okay.
But how was it like? Tell me, how was it playing next to Feutmba?
Yes.
Raphael Chukwu. You did tell me about Chukwu already, about the strength and the laziness that he had.
The late Chansey
Gondo. I played with Chansey. When I got to Vets, he was still there. This guy, when he passed, he never used the inside of his foot. He used the laces.
Yeah.
Outside. But how was it just Chansey? Just tell me about a lot of these boys don't know Chansey.
Yeah.
What a player. But just
Roger
Feutmba.
Hey, the general is a general. That nickname Yamsuta because hey, as if he's got eyes in his back of his head. Because the way na touch up thing, he was not using a lot of power. I remember not Lala Rent Stadium, I think. More Chiefs, Erishapa, Nelly Trouser coach. Adladisa Tiema Pique as a right back.
No ways. Oh yes. Yeah.
Bashapa Russell ka Apula.
Ratswa
ke ko groundong ko rend ya gale sing no rend ya gale mo trainelang
ka stadium.
Yeah, so a re tswa da Roger nena le ne re tsori pampetile ka pato a ban shapa ka pato ba re free kick ka emella ka etsa run Roger I kenya po na ksa shebile ore ki Roger never I kenya because
the way he was standing and the distance, he was closer to the ball. And the other thing, left footers, when they kick the ball like this, it's easy. But when you use the outside, when you use the inside, that's the power is there. That's how it is. Yeah.
But with the outside, Roger was marvelous.
So he's telling me, for right footers, I see right footers, they use their outside easy with the right foot. So with the left, it's more difficult.
With power also.
Oh.
So Roger, he could hit 40 meters pass.
Polo right close to him like this?
Too close to distance, yeah. He could because big foot, number one. He's wearing size 12. Roger.
Whoa. That makes sense. What? He was a size 12?
Size 12. And the other thing, he's from Africa, isn't he?
Big guy. He was a big guy.
You see, Cameroon. So I remember the first game also when it was spectacular. Remember, you could invite the players who are not registered.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes.
But they can play, they can participate.
That was the first time you saw him.
Yeah. And we drew Chiefs on the draw.
Yeah.
To say we are playing Chiefs first game. Then we are telling Roger, we are going to play Kaizer Chiefs. Who's Kaizer Chiefs? Hey, Roger, do you know Dr. Kuma? Dr. Kumalo. Only Roger Fumba on the day, not Dr.
Roger
Fumba.
Fumba.
Yeah. We pizza.
Yeah.
Fumba. Only Roger Fumba on the day.
Did you know about him? Obviously, you've trained with him by then. Maybe for how long? A week, a month already?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because when he came,
yeah.
Angere Ronaldo style sela o fitla de
now judge.
Ro passa ball.
Hold up. Is that true?
Yeah. Ro shapa ka hard ball. Roger here. Ya udima itloela tsama. Harra ke fluke. Rampita yetsa ka outside. O yentse ka inside. Ya udimo ne?
Yeah.
A yetsa ka outside. Ai Alex Chakwana tse. Alex na shebila re letla bona mthako ke mtlisa. And Roger is got this.
Sorry to stop you, bro. Who signed? Who saw this guy go Cameroon play? Was it the?
I don't know. Maybe the Chiclas they saw him because we were training at Greek Sporting, Greek Sporting Club.
Yeah.
Then there were no agents or scouts.
Yes.
We didn't have scouts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he went to office in Johannesburg. Yeah. Then he said, "I'm a footballer," or "I'm coming from France. I want to play soccer." Or for
he was from France then?
Yeah. I want to play for big team. Then atla ka pass. First time rim pass ball, I hear ka inside of the foot.
Yeah.
LD. Yabi chu and pass outside LD. Radlala. Rondo.
Yeah.
Hey, Radlala. Hi, I'm not out here. Aye, fire. Kabatsiba batho ba mane ba tlhanka mola. Ke di fluku batho ba ke di abatsibe
scam.
Ke di scam mara batho ba tsebe pola. Ke re mollo usho le moni ka festage motho a ratsi and what's offer Roger. Aratu maka, aratu mata.
Yes.
Mara give it to me. And why demand give it to me. Give the ball to me. So Radlala. Coach nearly dead. But passer Roger ball is a 10 next to Hlupi. Hlupi are pressure Roger. I jump his Roger. Jump his team. I tlaka maitshwara. Memela. I jump his after. Ya fela session.
I'm a guy, I know he lies.
Ya fela session.
No way, hold up. What? So Ted stopped training.
Alex, everyone was laughing, falling on the floor. The way I jump his thing.
First training,
Roger Feutmba. First training, ki general. Lo, ki general. Nickname ya general, itlile mo.
So the nickname came there. This is the first day you guys saw this guy
training.
Okay, fine. Now, fire to like you guys have been dropped up play Chiefs. You're playing Chiefs. He's been thrown into the deep end.
He started on top of
Open Chama.
He started.
You don't care what it is.
He started. And on the tunnel, I remember on the tunnel, we were telling him, hey, Roger, there's Dr. Kumar. No Dr. Kumar today. You Dr. Kumar. No. Only Roger.
So super Dr. Nana, you Dr. Kumalo.
Yeah.
Me.
Come Uja Chapis. Do you know there's a Kuva?
Yeah, those things. Yes. I remember those.
Uja Chapis. Only Roger Fumba. Mlomo. White.
No ways.
You were my
No ways.
We tell her me.
What
it? Doctor Unali style assets was one I said. Was upula sa 96. No. Abam pasa pola.
Oh, sister, yeah.
Aya Roger. Ara, little na le mutu mo. Kilshanu de mdogisi. Kilshanu ye.
Plus you guys used to like talk so much about gaming, like intimidate each other.
Yeah.
Before the game, you used to talk so much.
Yes. Repreg.
Yeah.
Mshapa shibo.
Roger Feutmba kashibo.
Ya shapa road. Una mutu mo mane ulatlile mutu ale. Rara yeah.
What's the score then?
0-0. What la Roger? Ashapa pasewa. 40 meters, one pass. Yadula kumtu. Re? Hayi, ngifuna ukumbona kahle lo muntu umdogisi. Wamona umdogisi afita benchini.
Yeah.
Ngifuna ukumbona kahle lo muntu efire hayi umntu man. Are umdogisi. Utlamona umntu. Bara bampressa shapa first touch. Ka outside. Ba chayisana batho balimala. Ba kena fisa. Arai, muntu waboni byangu batho.
Who is this? Ki doctor?
Yeah. Rerike na Feutmba the general. Are only Fumba. Now it's my time. No, not yours. Adlala game yo. Aktibi score sa fella sereng. Mar, I think really raya ko di final.
Ka Feutmba.
Yeah, ka Feutmba.
Crazy playing with those guys. Like I mean, you played like.
And he was huge, eh?
No way.
Not Bodinyan. Even now, Roger, if you can meet him, he still.
Was it because of gym or was it just natural?
Natural.
Like, strength?
I think the Cameroonians, they are big because I remember also Thomas Libby,
the
center back, he was like him, the way he was built.
You won 3 successive league titles. I don't know if you played. Were you playing regularly then?
Regular.
Bro,
consistently so.
Was there one title or one season occurring this one out of the 3? So do we name that you can say this season was the best, or were they all the best for you?
They're all the best because when I just start to be consistent, for 3 years in succession, it's not a child's play. That's number one. Two, the teams also, they want to beat you, Ankere.
Yeah.
When you set up this bar, so they want to come level with you as Sundowns. So I think 3 of them, because even the medals, when I see those medals, I'm happy and I feel proud because of what I achieved.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing because I can say I value them. 3 of them is the best.
Let's talk about like the 2001 African Champions League. Final. Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys lost that game.
Yeah, we lost that game. I think the semi-final, I don't remember this team, man. Semi-final, before the final. We were leading at home. It was 2-0, I think. Then we went to them. It was 2-2. Then we went to the penalties. We won that game in order to qualify for the final.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
If I recall it so well in my memory. Then we were playing Al Ahly. Then it was not easy because in the game, you'll find that it was one leg final.
Oh, like not like now. When
yeah, two leg. It was one leg. When they choose if Lodlala Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the traveling, that's number one. It gets to you players. 2, also the fields. We were not matured or Nersa Khalifa Kanakwe. When you get into the field, before you start, they water the pitch. But
they used to do that.
I'll changing room, low change.
Yeah.
To put on the right gear to play.
Yeah.
Pitch is a limit.
You're not wearing the right boots.
Yes. And it's late. And the changing room, and they put the pots. Remember, Babula Pote one like and Alfred's they close the pots. That's number one.
The ball is quicker because of the water on the field as
2,
well.
the ball boys. They were training the ball boys to throw the ball quicker.
But isn't that an excuse though?
No, it's not. Because when also
quick play.
Marakana kweo never surround. They didn't surround the whole pitch.
Yeah.
Baba Ebaya Dipalong so tuka. Remember that.
Yes. So behind the goals, So I try like I'm then you have to go get it yourself.
Yeah.
When you're playing in their own field, but Habadala away, then they change all that rules.
And on top of that, our supporters, they couldn't travel.
Oh,
not like now.
Can't afford it.
Not like now. Because
I even know on the street. So he pays for like most of the
all
fans.
the supporters.
What?
They must go. Yes. Certain supporters. There's a certain number that he is paying for that. So then you can your support, it's not there.
It's only those like,
on telly.
It's
red, bruh.
It's crazy.
The whole stadium.
I know, it's crazy there.
It's red.
Yeah, it's crazy there.
Literal red.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
Yeah.
The referee is from
Probably
another.
they bought him.
Yeah.
Back they used to do that back in the days. I know that.
If you don't have a proof,
yeah, you can't. Yeah.
And they harsh. 10 yards, it's 10 yards. When you kick the ball,
yellow card,
they give you,
red card or whatever.
They give you, quickly. The hard tackling, they give you.
In the box, somebody dives without touching them, it's a penalty.
Yes.
So how did that game go?
No VAR. We lost. Why I remember vividly, it's because go semi-final, the Chiklas family, they find us to say, how can you lead from 2-0? The opposition, they come back. They beat you, but they didn't find the whole team. They find the certain individual, those who made mistakes. So
find you how? Like what takes half of your salary?
No. Certain portion in your salary. They decide if it's a huge mistake, they take more. Yeah.
It used to be like that back in the days.
Yeah.
And you guys are not getting paid a lot of money then.
Hey, bruh.
So they took, if you knew how you made a blunder, you know how the money is gone.
Yeah. the other thing also, co-national team, if they call you co-national team, and get co-national team, we were getting 20 for appearance, 20 for
allowance, for allowance for being there every day.
Yeah. So if uthola di call up dilatela, ba kwata batho ba. Ne ba kwata. Rai. Ka o tlo ba PKD Isaac ke bjano. Ka nako o dlala go national team and
they're supposed to be happy for you and bring back the experience to the team.
Yeah.
So they never like
they will come to your case hard. If you don't come for training, if certain games you don't play well, and on to
you think you're big now because like you play for the national team.
Yeah, you had a bad day. Yeah, they think like that.
Another one. Remember this day?
Yeah.
Controversial. You guys had a lot of controversy. As much as you had good times, go Sundowns. I'm gonna remind you about this. 2001 when Mambu Shashapa,
Charles
Muhloi. So remember that day? What happened that day, bro?
You see, when it was penalty shootout, ne?
Yeah.
Then they choose the players, and it started training firstly, ne? To say number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. These are the 5 players who are going. If we go to the penalties,
of course, yeah, you have your.
These are the players who take the penalties. But on the day, Charlie was there. He said, "Yeah," after the game, ne? But when the time goes on, you could see that, hey, pressure, I can't take it. He said, no. Mambush was the captain. And I remember on that day, Mambush was on the bench because they took him off. Yes. And he's a captain. He, out of blue, bruh. Because Charlie, he was scared.
Somebody else took the penalty and they missed.
Yeah, and the Charlie said, no, I'm not taking it. No.
Was he a good penalty taker though?
Mike Manzini. Yeah, he was.
I know Mike. We're talking about Charlie.
Yeah, he was a good.
So it was more like, dude, you know you're supposed to do this.
But it was a pressure because he could see that those who are trusted are missing. So even me, if you mess, so I'm shabaga, take 5.
Did he get into trouble for that?
Yeah, they called them, but they said they must sort it out and let bygones be bygones. But it was not fair. Yeah. I think it was not fair.
Yeah.
On my opinion.
Yeah.
Because after that, Charlie never came back.
Oh, snap.
He went.
He was never the same player after
Yeah, that thing disturbed him.
Yeah, because it went viral.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much.
So he was never the same person, same player.
Even the happiness, even the happiness.
But what it is was he was a family man.
Yes,
kids. I mean, this is a guy who's got
supporters,
a wife,
and role model.
I understand where
even if Mambushi after a while or after 2 days, because let's say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Ratlakan, because we were off Sunday. You see that day also.
Yeah.
So Monday, Ratlakan, I was saying that's when he started to apologize.
After so many days.
Yeah. But the phone, we didn't have cell phone.
Oh, yes, back in the days.
Red training, my bra.
Sundowns, the only team that you played up until you retire.
Yeah.
Did ever one time you feel like I need to leave this club? At one time, okay, I'm about to leave. Or maybe somebody who phone it, Pirates who phone it, Raubatla or Chiefs Raubatla.
No.
Something all the time. No, there must be.
Yeah. It was Toleza. Paul Toleza, when he came from Chiefs to Sundowns, I wanted you cookies at Chiefs. Mara, the Chiklas, Bahana Kawe. So there was an offer also go Israel. Then, my bra, then fight go Israel, Iran, Iraq. Remember those fighting battles? Yes. But I didn't know. Only team Empatlang Gamont. Those are the only 2 teams that I know.
How did you find out about the Israel thing?
Yeah, they told me because keep it Peter Catrolis. I think keep it Salanchai.
Later say a normal team. By the way, there was a team called Israel.
Yeah, but they were skeptical to let me go because we didn't know anything about ko Israel o rona le bola o radiwa bola ne re tseba hore wa lwani.
And I would say about like certain places more no or certain places no go ball. But I would say when I mean, you understand that could have made so much difference in your life because you know to tola better salary going there.
Yeah.
You understand that? So and I think this is like now what is going on with a lot of youngies now. Most South Africa and the team they have to let them go.
Yeah.
So these things they used to happen like
yes. Yeah. But they kept them under the carpet.
What did that do to you when you found out about it?
No, it was late. It was gone. I accepted it because I was mature player. I could see that I won't manage because then you must look at yourself also. I was aging, that's number one. Number two, no pace. No aggression.
Yes.
Yeah, aerially I was good, but not that
good.
No, not that good. Not more often.
Yeah.
So you check also your style or your potential. So I could see that ish.
Let's see if you remember this. 97. Your debut against France, Collins.
Yes. Thierry Henry.
The players, bro. Like, yeah, tell me about those players.
Close, Trezeguet, ubabonela house, ubabona ba etsadi. Nkare magic. Because also the grass, also remember the facilities they play a huge role. Kopolo. If you don't have the right equipment, our stats, them they were sharp, they were big, so it's easy for them. Even if they put water inside the so Rena never but I was privileged and I was happy because I couldn't make that. It was nearly 5-2 or a Kiskava. Because when I played for Sundowns, they called me go national team. I didn't have passport. And the passport yaka ne expiry that thing. Because I remember Baile Babula Homa first Kasonta over the weekend.
For Nafela.
Because it was a
privilege,
a national duty. It was a national duty. I remember leaving Coach Johannesburg in Riyadh, go Home Affairs, go Pretoria, right at the same time. Yeah, it was same time.
Guys, not for everybody. You got to be special to get that, to be that privileged.
No.
It's a passport on the same day.
Neil Tovo was furious. I remember he was red. How can you keep quiet to say you don't have a passport now on the 11th hour? When I ask you, you said you have.
You leave in the next day.
Antagai check Monday. Antagai check or expired.
Oh yeah, so, the old one. Yeah.
So they had to do on Sunday. So I got my passport. Then that's how I went to see them. The Zidane, the Thierry Henry, the Trezeguet, Thuram, Lilian Thuram.
CPO. let me just ask you about Zizou.
Yes. Mtakola, the positioning. Ngare Nelly PlayStation. It was easy for him. And it was drizzling. On top of that water they put on the field. Imagine us were sliding and skidding all over the pitch. Abona, the balance, the positioning, the passing. Bolo itama. Ukilo abona bolo it's what mate.
But that's a team that won the World Cup.
Yes.
So you understand, or you were beaten by the best.
Yes. Yeah, we were Nerfita ko international soccer. Ne?
Such a long break.
So and leading most of the players they were playing for different teams. As you see, the upper hand.
Juventus already.
Yeah.
Was it called Real Madrid or Juventus?
I think Juventus.
Juventus, yeah.
Upper hand.
Yeah.
You see, so
I think you guys were married. If you guys played your hearts out, you didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
You guys could have played better. I think already you had that fear already. These guys, we used to see them on TV. Suddenly they're in front of you guys.
When you go away, the environment, it changes. You can't see your own supporters. The only people who can support you, benching
you guys used to laugh at each other. Like,
yeah,
because that's the culture you guys had. You guys were crazy. Like,
yes.
Did you guys like used to do that? Like maybe half time
too much.
or even after the game?
Doctor, now fitlisa go national team. Are onlatele go fida. Outside da. O tsetsi choose go tlazing o tsela tsuki.
So you two guys like used to punk each other like most of the time?
Yeah. I remember a lot of stories, man. Even if I choose a partner or gila le mang.
Yeah.
O gila. Bona ba tseba hore ba gila le mang. If mketa when out
you're a newbie. I mean, obviously, like you knew that you don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, now you have to like look for somebody else to.
Yes.
I would say you've never been there.
And Wemela team manager uchai.
Yeah.
What like here or no get.
Was that the only game? Okay, after that game, you stayed 2 years. By the way, 2 years. Played there. Took it 2 years again.
And it was a friendly.
It was a friendly.
International friendly.
There's such a great player like you. It took you another 24 months to get another national call-up.
Yeah.
You still remember what game was that?
No.
Sweden.
Or Call of Tars.
Kopitor.
Yeah.
Do you know that was, let me remind you again, that was the first game that South Africa won internationally?
Yes. 1-0?
1-0, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I remember vividly.
So, now I'm helping you. Like, I'm helping. So how was that game, bro? Like, I mean, obviously you guys have made, a lot of people don't talk about this thing because this is history. Nomveto was the first player to score. I got to find out as well later. People don't give him praise that much.
Yeah.
The first international team or European team that South Africa has ever beat was against Sweden.
Yeah.
And Nomveto was the first guy to score that winning goal.
Yeah.
And you were part of that history.
Yeah. And I pull out a muscle, hamstring or quad. I don't remember which muscle. I didn't finish the game.
Marno Izala. Was it the age now catching up?
Yes, that's number one. Two, I was on top of my game because I remember that year also. I was competing with Unomvete as a player of the year. That's when I was wearing white soccer boot. It was Adidas.
Yeah.
Shoe shine after scoring.
Yeah.
Like
you were at your
peak.
I mean,
peak. Top. That's why I started that game.
A lot of people in South Africa now, or a lot of coaches, when you turn 30, 31, they don't rate us.
Yeah.
You were at your peak. You were like a late bloomer, 26, 27. That's when you started your career.
Yeah.
By 30, you were like nobody could touch you.
Yeah.
How do you say, well, how do you fix that? Like, how do you talk to, your peers that are coaches that are doing that? Like, you could Mushishi now.
Yeah.
Mushishi. A lot of people, like, maybe at the Sundowns, they wanted to bench him thinking that he's old, but you can see what he's doing. Yeah. What do you say to these coaches that are trying to tell us, you know your body?
Yeah.
You know how I know how, it's a good wheel.
Yeah.
But now you've got a 30-year-old that can give so much to the team and you're benching him and you don't give him a contract.
Let's look at the late Shoes Moshe at 46. He was still playing at his peak. You remember Umazulu?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that. I can say football is evolving. Unality science, it's a buy. You don't want players to have heart attack. They've got monitors.
Yeah.
They gauge them. They check them. Monitors. Those monitors, who are they? They give it to them whilst they are playing. That's why you'll find the player how much distance did he run?
Yes.
How many passes?
Technology
because of that technology. Yeah. I think if Umshishi at this age is picking up and he can still do it, they must give him a chance, irrespective of these monitors and everything. Because Hugo Bruce, I was happy for Mshishi, 50th cap, and a good late 90 minutes. It's a good thing because age is just a number. So if we are eating well, we are sleeping enough, we are training enough, and we are doing better, you don't do a lot of wrong things, I think you can still go to 40.
You've achieved so much. Manaka, I mean, in your career. So, do you ever think, or did you ever feel at one point where you could have gotten like, more caps for country out? Be honest.
No. What I had, the 8 caps, it was enough. Yeah, I cannot go beyond the competition. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was an achievement if they call you a national team, because, as I said, the players that we had then, marvelous players, competitive players, and different. I forgot to mention the Kheto brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Also them,
Swallows. Swallows, those boys, yeah.
You compete with those players,
Yeah.
Jafet Zwane, the bra. So, it's not easy. So, more, because it was my time then.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not satisfied, then I'll be lying to myself, because Mudimu unkadimile listimu sako bankadimile na kwe or ke etsedi kana kwe.
Let's talk about I know we already touched a lot of stuff ka Sundowns when we started the conversation. Sundowns, you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We know they've changed the game. We spoke about what Mr. Motsepo, what has done to the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of players are getting paid well now.
Yeah.
The league is being run very well now because of the money and all those type of things.
Yeah.
Do you think what the Sundowns is unfair to a lot of teams out there in terms of buying players? A lot of people say that, unfair Sundowns, they buy the player. Sundowns always goes for the best. And they're willing to pay for what they want.
I think they changed our league between Premiership because of that thing.
Yeah.
If you want to be the best, or as coaches, like Pep Adula Achune, if you want the good quality soccer team, you must have quality players. That's it. There's no two ways. If you have quality players, the teams, EPL for instance, Arsenal, they compete, Liverpool, they compete, Man City, they compete with Man City.
Yeah.
Even small teams, Newcastle,
Chelsea now.
They've
came out.
So even here, it changes the narrative of our league, because also the teams. You remember who started the CAF Champions League? It was Pirates. Then Sundowns, they follow. You see, other teams, they follow. So it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for business people to come in soccer, so that our league, it becomes bigger. It's a privilege for these players also to have
killing it. I mean, they're making much money. Much more money than you guys.
Yes. And there's a saying, so more money, more problems. because you want to buy a lot of cars, you want to have a lot of houses or townhouses, renting without seeing that you are wasting money. But if you've got your own properties or financial people who can help, or advisors who can help these youngsters or the current players, because I remember Wayne Rooney, when he was 19, Man United, his salary, certain portion he was getting, but the rest they were putting aside. And
what is that? His family or his banker?
I don't know. I don't know who was there doing that, but it was a ruling to say he's still young. He can use certain portion, but this one, we put it aside, we invest for him. So even here in South Africa, I think the financial advisors, they must come to the party, because we waste money, then we cry later to say, I had these things, that thing. But today,
a lot of people think most soccer players do have financial advice.
No, we don't.
And I say that, and I'm like, nobody comes out and teaches boys about all this money that they're getting. If it was you were young, and another young Shai is sitting next to you, what advice would you give to yourself, to the young Shai? In short.
Budget. Be wise. Meaning, when I'm saying budget for your future, for the current situation when we are playing, then budget. Because without that, you'll cry the tears. If you properly budget your finance, you'll be okay after football.
Readers, we've got like a segment of money that we do. We almost done now before the boys, kill me. I mean, the boys have been here. They sleeping late because of us. Shout out to them.
Okay.
Shout out to like the AMPD studios for having guys like this open up the studio at night for us to work.
Thank you.
So there's a reader's question, we're gonna give away a Sundowns jersey that you signed.
Yes.
And if I'm this person, I wouldn't wear it. I would frame it because I mean that signature will can give you a lot of money in the future.
Yeah.
So the reader's question was comes from Riel Selby from Palabora. Motoko. Yeah. No, he asked already, who was your toughest defender to face?
Yes.
In your playing days?
There are a lot of players, no? The late Thabang Lebisi, Steve Lukilea, Nomvete, if he's coming to the right, because I was a left back. If you play at the back, you meet anyone. Jerry also.
Yeah, he like coming to peel off to your side.
Yeah, so it was not easy because they are quick, they are fast. Frank Makua. So those are the players I remember. Stanton also. Adverts. Even you, Josta.
Yeah, you played against me as well, yeah.
Yeah, because of the crosses or the style of play that you were playing at Wits University. So it's not easy. You acclimatize. But what I did, I was training Kafai. Good training.
What a quick player.
He was quick. Yeah. And Atseana, he was nippy and fast.
Yeah.
So Agdala against him, it was my training. That was my secret.
So I tell people that in training, I used to have a coach at training who says, I'd rather have a strong bench because I know that bench is going to train my players that are playing on the field.
Yeah.
And if my bench is strong and it's making it difficult for the players, my first 11, if they don't get it easy at training, can you imagine if they meet you in the game? Yeah. It's going to be easy because they're used to facing tough opponents.
Even Ted, he used to say it, third wave, second wave.
Oh, yeah.
Second wave. You can start with first 11, second wave.
The bomb squad.
Yeah.
The rugby team call them the bomb squad.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through and to come and share the stories with us. I mean, I know you don't do a lot of interviews. I'm really honored.
It's a pleasure.
It's like I'm a baby. It's like I'm a kid right now. When let's go the toys, the toys and whatever. I know a lot of people are gonna enjoy the stories that you came up with. You know what I mean? Keep on building those young ones out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Be a great man. Teach them not to make the same mistakes that we did.
Yeah.
That you did as well. You know what I mean? And God must bless you. I know now you say you umutata pelo now.
Yeah.
Pray a lot. I know umutwa untate wa ko le khanyana nya o re ba bitsang ZCC
member.
ZCC member. So what happened? Were you always mutwa ka back in the days when you were young?
No. 2007.
Yeah.
Kileka Koloba 2007.
Yeah. So how sabu Shai, sabu. Thanks for coming through, Hopmanak. And guys, thanks for the support and keep on supporting us. Thanks for listening. And you can find us on Spotify. You can also go to mtnfc.co.za to find the behind the scenes footages. You might win some prizes. Just go there. Understand? You can also find us on iTunes as well. And don't forget, did I mention Spotify? Spotify. Yeah, we out. Enjoy the show, Buffy, to keep on supporting. This show wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys out there. not forgetting MTN FC as well. You know, this is our bosses. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible. We out.